And again, sorry, we're trying to figure out this captioning situation. It's always something on Zoom. But anyway, I just want to welcome everybody who has joined us today um, for the celebration of our new book, Bianca, Diaz, and myself, called See You Soon. We're so excited to share the book with you today, and really just so grateful to everybody who joined us today. And some of the people who joined us had a role in this book. We had a lot of reviewers, some children and small people who read the book's manuscript and gave us good feedback, and was able to really help us to make this book stronger. And you're going to hear some of those young people reading the book itself in a minute. So, just again, thank you for joining us. Uh, and we do have a lot of people to thank because creating books is a team effort. But I'm not going to list everybody who is basically made this possible, but I do want to thank Haymarket Books for being such a terrific publishing partner. See You Soon is dedicated to the incomparable and irreplaceable Keely Shenwar, who is greatly missed. The book is a story about love that cannot be denied or extinguished because of walls and bars. Essentially, it's really a love letter. um, 2.7 million children have a parent serving time in prison or jail on any given day, and over 5.2 million have had an incarcerated parent at some point in their lives. Reina, or Queenie, who is the protagonist of our book, the main character of our book, is one of these children. So I am really excited to share with you her story um, as being what's it called, heard in this situation. So I am going to share the video of the kids who kindly read the book for us so you can hear the story yourselves. And I'm going to get started on that right now. So just give me a second here. I'm going to share my screen. And again, really sorry about the captioning issue. We're working on it right now. So um, okay. All right, we're getting started.
My name is Zola Pineda, and I am gonna read this book.
This is Cora reading See You Soon.
I am Peora, and I will be reading See You Soon.
My name is Ifetal Bush Jacob, and I'm reading See You Soon, written by Mariame, Kaba, illustrated by Bianca Diaz. This book is dedicated to the irreplaceable Keely Shenwar. You are missed.
Queenie is what they call me, but Rena is my name. I'm 6 years old, and my life is...
Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna try to put the captions on this video for a second. So give me a minute here. All right.
My name is Zola Pineda, and I am gonna read this book.
This is Cora reading See You Soon.
I am Peora, and I will be reading See You Soon.
My name is Ifetal Bush Jacob, and I'm reading See You Soon, written by Mariame, Kaba, illustrated by Bianca Diaz. This book is dedicated to the irreplaceable Keely Shenwar. You are missed.
Queenie is what they call me, but Rena is my name. I'm 6 years old, and my life is about to change.
My mama, she's been sick since I was very small. Sometimes she goes away when she isn't feeling well at all. A girl at school named Keisha sometimes says mean things to me. Your mama, she takes drugs. Your mama is a junkie. Keisha's words sting my heart and leave me feeling sad. Don't pay her any mind, says Grandma Louise. Your mama, she's sick, and that doesn't mean she's bad.
When Mama isn't sick, we are 2 peas in a pod. We shop at the grocery store, roam aisles, even and odd. We share ice cream sundaes and play games at the park. We wash clothes at the laundromat and watch fireflies in the dark.
Today we're riding on a train, Grandma, Mama, and me. We'll board the bus to the county jail once we get out of the city. Grandma is reading the Bible. Mama's looking out the window. No one is speaking, not one word. We don't have much further to go. I have so many questions I'd ask, but I'm afraid. I push my fingers through my mama's, leaving them tight like a grape.
Standing tall in front of the jail, I breathe in and find the strength. I ask Mama, where will you sleep? She looks like her heart will break. Can I see your room? I ask. Mama's eyes are bright with tears. No, baby girl, no one is allowed. She speaks, but I don't hear. I wonder what Mama's cell looks like. Will it be cold inside? Are there warm blankets for her? My heart is pounding. I want to run and hide.
I look into Mama's eyes. I don't want to see her cry. I don't want Mama to go to jail. She should always be by my side. Who will help me braid my hair? Who will I ask about homework? Mama makes a bundle and my chest against her.
Mama opens her arms and wraps me up. She hugs me so tight. You be good. Take care of Grandma. Baby girl, I'll be all right. So many questions are swirling in my head. I have time for just one more. When will I see you again, Mama? Soon, Queenie, soon, she says to me. Time will fly. Don't you worry, my Queenie. Grandma Louise takes my hand and we walk to the door.
2 years is not soon, I yell, so mad my face turns red. Grandma gives me a look, and I say, sorry, and hang my head. I don't want to leave my mama. She'll be in there all alone, but Grandma says that it's time to go. We've got to catch the bus and train home.
Mama kisses my cheeks, wet with tears. She turns and walks through the gate. I want to beg her not to go, to stay with us. Grandma and I are quiet as we ride home. When we arrive, I run into my room, just wanting to be alone.
But there's a brand new quilt on my bed. It has photos of Mama and me, opening presents at Christmas, eating birthday cake. Mama holding me when I was a baby. I throw myself on the bed and wrap myself in memories. I fall asleep dreaming of my mama, her voice saying, sweet dreams, Queenie.
The next day at school, my mind is wandering. The teacher calls on me, but I don't hear. Is Mama lonely without me? Is she doing okay? My heart is very heavy with worry and fear. 2 long weeks go by. And then, when school is done, I find a letter on my bed. It's my Mama's handwriting, shining bright like the sun.
The letter reads to my baby girl, Queenie, from Mama. I open it slowly, gently. I sit down on my bed to read it, and my heart fills with peace.
Dear baby girl, this is your Mama, and I love you. I loved you before I even met you. I love you still, and I always will. Even though I'm away, my love is always here to stay. See you soon, Queenie. Love, Mama. Me, you, Grandma Louise, eating raspas at the park.
Grandma comes into my room. She has a grilled cheese sandwich for me to eat. She says, do you want to visit your mama next Saturday? I jump up and down and shout, yes, yes, yes. I rain down kisses all over Grandma's face.
When bedtime comes, I hold the letter as darkness fills my room. I fall asleep hearing my Mama's voice. See you soon, Queenie. See you soon.
All right. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so grateful to Ife and to Zola and to Cora and to Fee for their beautiful reading. I think you all have a general gist of kind of just how beautifully they did that. I'm just so happy with how they made this happen. It's just beautiful. I also want to thank my friend Tom Callahan of Sensitive Visuals for his beautiful editing of the video. Since we're running a little late and I think haven't been able to figure out the captions, which I'm just so sorry about, I want to now throw to Bianca, who is going to take us through a short PowerPoint make about how she made the art for the book. So Bianca, please go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Bianca Diaz. I'm the illustrator of See You Soon. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's here and everybody who read the book and made that video possible, because it was so beautiful, and it's so exciting for me to see the book existing in the world finally. So I'm just gonna share my screen and show you how I made the art for the book. So give me 1 second. Okay. So this is me in my studio, and that's how it looks when I'm working on a book. I like to hang things up, and on the left is my paint palette, which is just a ceramic plate that I use to mix paints on, and I use watercolor and colored pencil in this book in particular. So when I start a book, I get the words from Mariame, and you can see that on the left, and that's called a manuscript, and you can see it all like laid out by page. And then that's just another view of my studio as I'm working in it. And so once I get the words, I start to think about how the characters will look and what I want to show. How can I bring Mariame's words to life in the best way possible so that a young reader can really connect with the words and the story, so I can do the words justice. So that's like the sketching phase. So I just use pencils and just any regular paper. And this is some more sketches. And I really wanted to show in this book how much love Mama and Queenie have for each other and Grandma Louise. So I just wanted to show like the things that they do together. And I grew up going to the laundromat with my mom. So and remembering the special kind of light that comes in. So I tried to capture all those things in the book. And so this is how a finished page will look. And you'll see it in the book when you look at it, when you read it. And I just wanted to show you how I get to the final product. So I start with a sketch, but sometimes it's really hard for me to see how to draw it. Sometimes drawing can be very hard for me. I don't think it's always easy for everybody. So even if you think you're not good at drawing, there are so many ways to get better or tools that you can use to help. So one that I discovered while I was making this book is called Magic Poser. And it's an app on the phone or the iPad, and you can get these little figures, and you can like pose them and put lighting on them, and that really helped me draw this picture. So I think that's a great resource for anyone who likes drawing. And then I wanted to make it so that sometimes at night, I'm from Chicago, so I really like how the clouds can look when they're all lit up from the bottom, from the city lights, and they're like dark on top. I think that's really beautiful, and I wanted to show that. And it kind of like gives everything a uplifting kind of feel. So I looked at these different images of Chicago and lights hitting clouds to inspire how I was going to paint it. And then I did color studies, which is like a little small version of how you want the final one to look. So you can see the process of kind of figuring out colors. And I really love colors. It's maybe one of my favorite things. It's just when I see a really good color, I get tingles because it's just so exciting. So again, this is how it comes out in the end. And this is how it looks when all the sketches are done. I like to hang them all up so I can see it all at once and make sure everything is working and flowing nicely from one page to the next. And once I do that, then I like to make that, like I scan them into the computer and then I print them out tiny, and then I make a tiny little book like this one, because I'd like to flip the pages and see what that looks like and feels like, and if it's like anything I need to change. But mainly I just love tiny books, and I like to make that for myself. And then these are some more color studies. So you can see I'm like testing out the color from my paintbrush on the paper, and I just use printer paper, and I just print out my sketches tiny 3 times on one page, and then I can mix and match and cut and paste. I do things very traditional, analog, which is like the opposite of digital. So I do everything by hand, because that's how I like to work. And I just love art and art materials. So it's very fun. And so while I was doing my color studies, I realized how much sadness there is in this book, and how much love and how much hope and joy and power. And I wanted colors that reflected that. So I found that pink and red and blue kind of encapsulate those emotions really well. And I wanted to show like there's joy in sadness and there's sadness in love, and that can all exist at the same time. And it's okay to feel those feelings. And I wanted colors that will encourage kids to feel those feelings and kind of guide them through that. And also there are pages that are very joyful, like the bright yellows. So that was a color palette I decided on, and it helped me. So you can see in the top left corner, I use orange and yellow for that page originally, but then I realized that I didn't like it, so I changed it to pink and blue. It was too busy, I think, and it wasn't like the right calm mood that I wanted to make. So colors can do a lot to your emotions, and it's also very cultural. So just because I respond one way to a color doesn't mean someone else will. So this is my interpretation also of pink and blue and red, and yours might be different. And then I also use my own things to inspire me. So this is my San Marcos blanket. It's a very fluffy Mexican blanket, very warm, and I wanted them to Queenie to feel very safe with her mama. So I chose to use that blanket, and then I just set it up on a chair to like get lighting ideas. So to see how light hits the fuzz is different than how it would hit skin and things like that. And then here, I like to throw in Easter eggs. So I put some of my favorite books in Queenie's room, and you can see on the left and on the right, there's 2 different books. And the one on the left is Tar Beach by Faith Ringgold, and that I think may have been one of the books that inspired me to be an illustrator, because I really loved it, and they lived in a city like mine, and I loved them flying over, and I really love Faith Ringgold's art, so I wanted to pay respect kind of to her in the book, and also introduce young readers to other books in my work. And then the one on the right is called The Cat at Night by Dalav Ipkar, and it's very beautiful, and I just love the colors and the design of the book. So if you are ever at the library, you can get these yourself. And then I also really love the book called A Chair for My Mother by Vera B. Williams, and so I paid respect to them by using a similar kind of chair. I just love that book because it shows the love between a mom and her child, and that was what I really wanted to capture. And also, I wanted to, a little cameo of Mariame is in here in case you maybe would ever see it. And then also there's the person next to Mariame on the bus is the princess who went quiet, which is a comic book that I made with Mariame's help years ago, and will now be making into a children's book. So you'll see her soon in a new book in color. So that's the princess, and there she is sitting on the bus. So those are just little Easter eggs that I like to throw in. And then I thought I would just show you the process pictures. So this is how it looks when I'm coloring. It's little by little, and it can be a hard process. I'm kind of always like, does this look good? Was that the right color? Am I getting it right? So these are just views of how it looks when I'm working. And I take a lot of pictures with my iPhone because it helps me see, when you see things little, it helps you see it overall and see how everything is working together. Or sometimes I squint my eyes like this so I can see like all the colors just as colors and not as like what I think it is, like an object, but just like all colors. So this is another one in process. I had a lot of fun doing these clouds and the stars and the hearts, just like that feeling of wonder and love that she gets when she opens the letter and reads it. And I really like these colors that she feels when her grandma tells her that they can go visit her mama. Just like those feelings of love that she has. And this is how it looked when it was done. And this is another one. I wanted it to be like across time and space, like the words "see you soon" and that love that they share will echo through their dreams and through any walls or barriers and bring them together. And there they are, dreaming of seeing each other soon. And that's how my studio looks, usually sometimes even messier. But yeah, I really enjoyed making this book, and I hope that you enjoy reading it. And thank you all so much for being here. And I'm going to throw it now to Jenny, who's going to sing us a song.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jenny Vietz, and I too love this book, and it's making me think of us being together today, how some of us use story and books when we have big feelings, and some of us use art, and some of us use music, and maybe all of it put together. So I was having some big feelings a while back, and I wrote a song for my own children, and I'm going to share that with you. And I also want to say that there's going to be a part where I'm going to ask you to sing along with me. We're going to do a little call and response of the chorus. And I may not even be able to hear you at all, and that's okay. But I'll tell you when it's coming. I'm going to sing it, and then you're going to sing it. And maybe you're sitting close to someone you love, or maybe like in the book, you're closing your eyes and thinking about someone that you love. But if you want to sing it into each other's ears, you can do that. And I am also going to just take a quick moment here and put the words in the chat. And now I had it, and now I have, hang on one second. So you can, if that's helpful, you can use the reading of it too. So let me do this. And I'm having trouble making that happen. So I will make sure that I drop those in later so you can see them. All right, here we go. Oh, I have my guitar. You might not have been able to see it while I was sitting there. I have this beautiful blue guitar that actually my daughter gave me as a present a while back. Yeah. I cannot stop the lightning that erupts in threatening skies. I cannot keep the thunderstorms at bay. I cannot stop the nightmares that appear behind closed eyes, or darkness as it overtakes the day. But I can hold you whenever you are scared, and I can sing a song into your ear, and I can comfort you and tell you will be brave whenever you're afraid, I will be here. For you it's snakes and bumblebees. For me it's still goodbyes. We're all afraid of something we are told. Strange faces or new places, looking down from someplace high. And then it turns to fears of growing old. But I can hold you whenever you are scared, and I can sing a song into your ear, and I can comfort you and tell you we'll be brave. Whenever you're afraid, I will be here. Your sea's so big, your boat's so small, I'll be your anchor after all. And after all is said and done, my darling, you're my precious one. And now here's the part where I'm gonna sing the line, and I want you to copy it back, okay? But I can hold you, but I can hold you whenever you are scared. Your turn. Whenever you are scared, and I can sing a song, and I can sing a song into your ear. Your turn. Into your ear, and I can comfort you, and I can comfort you and tell you we'll be brave, and tell you we'll be brave. Let's do this line together. Whenever you're afraid, I will be here. Whenever you're afraid, I will be here. And even when I'm gone, you'll remember this, my song, and know I'm here. Thank you.
Oh my God. Jenny, thank you so, so much. I really cannot just thank you enough for blessing us with this song. I'm really excited that we'll be able to share the lyrics with all of you in an email after this so that you have them and you can share them with each other. Thank you so much, Jenny, and for taking time when you're on this field trip. We love you. Thank you. I want to throw over to Layla, who is going to briefly introduce us to a new program and project. And stay with us so that you can enter the raffle, which I'm putting a link in the chat, and you can put your information in here, and we're going to announce on Monday the winners of the raffle. And you'll see that every winner of the raffle will be able to receive one of 2 mini quilts that were created by Rachel Wallace. Thank you, Rachel. And we're also going to be able, even if you don't win, everybody will get a print that is a copy of the Flying Mom and the Flying Daughter that Bianca made. So everybody will be a winner, but we'll select 2 people who will receive the mini quilts. So I'm putting in the chat a link there, and you'll be able to access, put in your information, and you'll be eligible for the raffle. Layla, you're on. Thank you.
Hello, and thank you so much, Jenny, for that song, and Mariame for that introduction. I'm Layla. I am a mother, I'm an organizer and an educator, and I am so excited to announce the launch of a new program called Queenie's Crew. And did you want to introduce yourself? Or?
Hi.
Okay, this is Ozzy. I'm
I'm 8.
Yes. I'm going to share my screen so y'all can see the brand new Queenie's Crew website, which was created by Mara Arazo. And Queenie's Crew is a program for 6 to 10-year-olds that is about learning to build a world without prisons and policing and building communities of care. So every month, kids will receive an activity or an action in their inbox, or well, parents and caregivers and educators, you can sign up and you'll receive an action or an activity in your inbox. And for every 3 activities, they'll earn a patch. So one of these 4 patches, which were made with images from the book. And these are going to be real physical patches that you receive in the mail. And there's also a digital version. So a few of our kid reviewers are displayed on the website so far. So if you would like for your child's name and patches to be displayed on the website, there's going to be space for that. And yeah, so get on to queeniescrew.com and you can sign up. And we also have an event coming up in June and a few events coming up throughout the year. And you'll learn more about that from our first email in April.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Layla. Thank you, Aussie. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. And the link to Queenie's Crew is on the is in the chat. And we really encourage everybody, caregivers, educators, supporters of small people. You can sign them up and they will receive monthly activities that they can do and an opportunity a few times a year to get together virtually. So young people can sign up from anywhere and go through the website, have a look and share it with other people who have small people ages 6 to 10 in their lives. And it'll be a wonderful way to learn more about prison industrial complex abolition and to also meet other young people who are interested in a world without prisons and policing and a world with more care. So we look forward to having a bunch of you together again with us. And again, Layla did so much work on pulling this together. Mar created a beautiful website and I'm just so excited about that. So very happy again to put the link to the raffle in the chat. Don't forget to sign up for it. Winners will be announced from the 2 mini quilts on Monday. And, oh, that was cute. No, Queenie's Crew. I don't want Queenie's Crew again. Winners for the raffle will be announced again on Monday for everybody. Also want to share with you all, I'm going to put a link here to some digital giveaways that we have for everyone today. You can find that in the bit.ly CU Give link. Bianca created some coloring pages, which we have linked in that link, and also created some beautiful Mother's Day cards. So you can go ahead and print out a card, a Mother's Day card, and share it with a mother in your life, or mail it to maybe incarcerated mothers, and we'll share an email with you at the end. We'll email everybody and we'll give you options of how you can write to incarcerated mothers and send those cards into them if you would like. That's an action that can be taken as well. And, before we take our break and say goodbye to the small people who joined us today and the rest of you who want to stay on and hear from a terrific panel of incarcerated moms, currently incarcerated moms, and one child of an incarcerated mom. That'll be the second part of our time together. We encourage adults to stay on and participate, and it's a special treat. We're so grateful. I just want to encourage all of you, if you like this book, to buy a copy. If you have a local library in your area, please request that they purchase the book as well. The reason why Bianca and I made this book is because we wanted to get it in the hands of children with incarcerated moms in particular. And we have made we're planning to donate copies for free to many children with incarcerated moms. People have already reached out to us about that, so we're raising money to continue to do that. Also, for today's event, we collected $500 in donations, and we're going to be donating that to a terrific organization called Motherhood Behind Bars. I encourage everyone to learn more about their work and to also support them in the work that they're doing. It's so important what they've been doing and how they've been supporting incarcerated moms. Again, that's Motherhood Beyond Bars, and I encourage you to look into their work and continue to support them. I personally plan to donate my portion of any royalties from the sale of See You Soon to the organization next year. So very happy to be able to continue to do that and to basically continue to support both incarcerated moms, but also their children in various kinds of ways. So let me put in again a link to the raffle link so that you can do that. And then we're going to take a 5-minute break while we get our panelists get ready for the second half. We're going to say goodbye to the kids, unless the parents want to keep them here for that conversation. That's up to you to decide if you want to do that. You're welcome, obviously, to join us. But we're going to take a break and do that. So again, fill out the raffle prize stuff. Everybody will be a winner, not necessarily of the mini quilts, but at least everybody who has their full address listed on that. We will mail you a copy of the beautiful print, last print in the cover print in the book that that Bianca made. On behalf of Bianca and myself, on behalf of all of the people who made this book possible, we are so grateful. I want to again thank my amazing editorial manuscript feedback crew, a bunch of wonderful small people who gave me comments before there were any pictures. And one of them told me very clearly, where are the pictures? And we promised they were coming, and they were. And then the amazing readers, so grateful to, again, Ife and Zola and Cora and Fee, who read so beautifully. We're going to share copies of this video online so people can see it. And we're also going to send each of them a copy of a video of them reading the whole thing in full. So thank you all for joining. We look forward to continuing. So take a 5-minute break. That means come back at wherever you are. We're going to say is 42. So 53 after, wherever you're at. We're going to come back with our panelists. And then I'm going to make sure that Simone promotes some of you participants to panelist status. So that we can get started right at 53 after. I'm going to play some music while we get that ready, and we'll see you soon. Come back, pun intended. All right. Let me play some music here. Wonderful. Just to let Decatur and I think Logan, you're panelists now. We've made you panelists, so you should be able to unmute and also put on your camera. Danielle, thank you. I can see you. Hello, Decatur. Hello, thank you. Wonderful. Alexis, I promoted you to panelist in case you want to be on at any point. You have control now. Hello.
Hi, Decatur, Logan, and Danielle. Hopefully Latasha can turn on her camera as well.
Where's Latasha? Is Latasha? I don't see a Latasha. Latasha's at where? Is that Howard?
That's Howard, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's Latasha, are you able to turn on your camera?
Can you see me?
Oh, yes, we can. Hi, Latasha.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. So happy to see your face.
Happy to see everyone.
Wonderful. So we're going to get started in about 1 minute. I'm just going to make sure that you're all, able to be seen by everybody, which is great. Simone, I'm assuming you'll pin people when they're talking.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, awesome. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I'm so happy to have you and for you to be part of this celebration of the book coming out and also sharing your experiences with everyone. We are just grateful for you. So thank you. Okay.
Who is that? What's this?
Let me see here.
I don't know who that is. Alexis.
Great. I'm putting myself up here. I'm Mariame, by the way, Kaba. And I wrote the book and I'm friends with Alexis. And Alexis has been making it possible for us to send copies of the book to anybody who wants their kids to have copies. So just happy to have you here. And Bianca, if you want to turn on your video for a minute and just so folks can say hi to you. Bianca made the art, so.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here. This is amazing.
All right, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna just jump right in. I just want to make a point to say to folks that this Mother's Day, nearly 150,000 incarcerated mothers are going to spend the day apart from their children. Over half, so 58% of all women in US prisons are mothers, as are 80% of women in jails, including many who are incarcerated awaiting trial simply because they can't actually afford bail. Most of these women are incarcerated for nonviolent offenses. Most are also the primary caretakers of their children, meaning that punishing them with incarceration tears their children away from a vital source of support. And these numbers don't cover the many women who will become mothers while locked up this year. An estimated 58,000 people each year are pregnant when they enter local jails or prisons. We are so blessed and so lucky, and I'm feeling so grateful that we have folks who are joining us today through, in major part, Alexis Mansfield, whose work and labor made it possible for this to happen. We're going to be joined by 4 or 5 amazing people. The people I have names for are Latasha Howard, and then we have Sharona Monroe, we have Danielle Howard, and we have Charlize Harris. And I think we may have an extra person that I didn't have the name of. So you're going to introduce yourselves to our group, each of you, and we'll go from there. And then I'm going to just ask you some questions, and you can just share whatever you want. It's up to you. It's up to you to share as little or as much as you want. Or if I ask you a question and there's a different idea that you have for a different question, you're open and welcome to share that as well. So I thought I would just kick us off first with Latasha. Can you kick us off?
You want me to just share?
Yeah, introduce yourself. Yeah, who are you? What's your name? Anything you want everybody to know.
Hi, my name is Latasha Howard, and I'm doing this mother and daughter thing with Danielle Howard, which blesses me. It means so much to me. This is like one of the first things in a very long time that I got a chance to do with my daughter. So I am appreciative and I'm thankful and I'm grateful.
So wonderful. Danielle, do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi, everybody. My name is Danielle Howard. Latasha Howard is my mom.
Say something about yourself, whatever you want to share. What do you like to eat? Let's say that.
What don't I like to eat? I don't like oysters. Do not put oysters in front of my face. I will throw up. That's about it. You are brilliant. Yes. Okay. I'm in college, if that helps. I go to Howard University on a full ride for me because I guess I'm poor. So that's okay. I'll take the money. So, but I go to Howard University. I'm an architectural major. I'm currently working full time, and I'll be back at Howard in the fall to finish off my degree. And if I decide to go and get my master's, I'll go there for another year. That is
wonderful.
I like animals. I got 2 dogs, and that's me, y'all.
I love it. Thank you, Danielle. Can we go to Decatur? Introduce yourselves. Thank you. Whoever wants to start.
My name is Ashley Everson. Next. My name is Charles Harris. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Danielle. I heard so much about you. Super proud of you, Danielle. I'm a mother of 3 children. I've been gone for about 12 years now. I'm a warrior for change. I'm just so blessed to be doing this. I'm just so blessed to be doing this. I thank you for the book. I thank you for everything that you all do to keep us mothers and our children united and connected with each other, because it makes a big, big difference. Coming to prison don't stop us from being mothers. We are mothers from here. Our children call on us from here. They need us. So I thank you all so much. It's a blessing.
Thank you.
My name is Sharon Monroe. I'm a mother of five girls to be exact. I've been locked up for 4 years, and I like doing hair.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for being here, for sharing, for making sure that people know that you're parenting wherever you are. You're a parent, and bringing your children in. And I wanted to just maybe start off by you telling us what you think some of the challenges are of parenting from afar. What has been the most challenging part of doing this work as a mom, being a parent? So maybe we'll start with Latasha and then go to Decatur.
One of my challenges is when my daughter or even my son is going through anything, and when they need me, I want to be there to wrap my arms around them and to be that shoulder that they need. And that is a challenge, because being incarcerated, when they need that shoulder, it's hard. So that's definitely one of my challenges, because I can be there and I can listen on the phone, but it's the most painful for me is not being able to wrap my arms around them and just let them do what they need to do as a mother. So that's my number one challenge.
Anybody at Decatur, feel free to jump in.
Just physically being there.
Yeah.
Whether it's for their first tattoos, their first love, just physically being there. It's really hard. Yeah, for me, it's pretty much like everybody is saying, not being able to be there to support your child. You have to get creative and find ways to support them from a distance. Another thing is kind of losing your voice. It's so hard, because when you come in here, it's almost like people look at you like you're not still a parent. So what you say about your child is like, it does not go and it's not honored. And that's very hard to deal with, not knowing what they're going through, not knowing if something is going on or they're being harmed. And if those things are going on, knowing that there's almost nothing you can do about it. The feeling of the unknown and the feeling of not wanting your child to go through the things you went through and not wanting them to repeat your mistakes. So that's a big struggle when you can't be there for your child the way probably our parents weren't there for us, and knowing how that made us feel, and knowing that's probably how your child feels, and wanting them to know that we love them with all we have. It's okay, Tasha. We get through it together, though. We get through it together. We stand together as mothers, and we try to help with each other kids. I knew about Danielle even before I saw her face. We go through pictures together, thanks to the Innocence Project picture thing that they do. We talk about our children, we give advice for each other, and we try to come together as a community and as mothers and parent each other's children, because it's bigger than just my child. We all are here, and all our children are out there facing the same struggle and the same obstacles of not having their mother, and a lot of times their father's there as well. So we gotta stick together. We must. It's vital that we do.
Thank you so much for that. I think, do you want to add anything from Decatur? Or you're good. How about Danielle, if you want to tell us a little bit about the challenges you've experienced being the child of an incarcerated mom or parent.
Yeah, actually, Mom, don't cry.
Okay.
Stop all that.
Okay.
Yeah, up until this moment just now, I didn't even realize that how many mothers were incarcerated and that it was such a big issue. Something I thought about when you all were speaking, I forget y'all's names. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a long time to even learn my dog's name, and I named him. So I'm just saying that the beautiful woman in the back who is a mother of 5 girls. Mm-hmm. Me, growing up, I was adopted into my God family. My father, after my mom left and everything went down, he just went, all right, we ain't even gonna talk about it. But he was not there. Up here, he was not there. He did provide for us, but I ended up getting adopted with my godparents after he removed me from the household. Best thing he could have ever done. But what it taught me is that you have a family wherever you go. Your home is where the heart is. It's not like, I can't really explain it, but you make a home where you decide that you make your home in people. And you make your home in the things that you love and the things that you care about. I never did get to have that, like when something was going on, that, you know, you could just go to your mom and cry and stuff like, hold on. Yes, I never got that, where you could just go to your mom and cry and things like that. I think that would have been a good thing to have. The difference is saying, like, people are like, oh, you know, your mom can be there. She can do this. She can do that. She doesn't know when everything is going on, you know. The only time that she can call is when, you know, they allow her to. She doesn't know, like, when something happens. If something happened 3 days ago, she can only call tomorrow at 2 p.m. and it happened 3 days ago. You know what I'm saying? It's different than being able to reach out to her, and the letter ain't gonna get there. So I understand exactly what y'all mean. From my perspective, you just have to outsource. You got to outsource where you get that support from. I find love and support in a lot of my friends and a lot of the family and the homes that I've created for myself, because you need people. And in my animals and in creating and stuff like that, it's difficult. It makes you strong. But I just want to say, from a child's standpoint, it grows us to be fighters as well. I believe you said you're a warrior for change, and I 100% agree. I think that's beautiful. And I think you should continue to do that, because a lot of people need your help. And so that's it.
Thank you, Danielle, so much. Just so grateful for your sharing, everybody's sharing. And we just, you know, part of what we're trying to do is, we know that people should not be locked up, and it just devastates families and it devastates communities. And we want people to be let out and to be home and to be free and to have the supports they need to get what they need done, right? To get the help they need. And we need a different way. This way is not the right way. And I think that's part of what we're trying to do. We're trying to raise awareness around that. So I wonder if you can all share what you think, the supports that you think would help to support your children. What are the things that should exist out there that could really help your children? And more than that, what are the supports that could have helped you? What are the things that you needed that you never got that would have helped you? So maybe we can go to Decatur and start there. What are the supports that would be helpful to your children now? But also, what are the supports you didn't get that you needed? And anybody can go, Ashley or anybody there.
Can I say, I'm in here for protecting my child.
Yes.
I feel like the justice system wasn't right on my behalf.
Mm-hmm.
As far as how my case went, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it was done right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think things happen for a reason, you know what I'm saying? As far as, I don't even know how to explain it.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
As far as what happened, you know what I'm saying?
What would have been helpful to you to support you when you were out? What would have been some things that would have been good for you to have?
And there was like, my situations, there was reports being made and stuff, my situation, and nothing was being done about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so when the situation got to where it got, as far as it did, then it landed me here just for protecting my child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why when I come here and I see people and they be like, oh, I'm here for this, I can't judge them because I don't know their story. You know what I'm saying? People be like, I'm here for this, I'm here for murder, I'm here for this. I can't judge them because, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, then you look at, they have family and stuff. The kids are without a parent. What happened? What drove them to that point? You know what I'm saying? What happened? And then you gotta think about, yeah, those kids are without parents and stuff.
Yes.
The justice system is messed up. Innocent people are here. Yes. And it's like, everything is just messed up.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I think the support that I could have used was actually someone listening. I could have used that as a child, but when you don't have it as a child, then you don't have it as a teen, then you don't have it as an adult. When I can remember being younger and growing up, I just felt like I had to pledge allegiance to shut up and take it. And that was carried on into my adulthood. You try to figure things out yourself. You try to humble yourself and you try to fight every battle on your own because you always feel like you're not being heard. You always feel like what's going on with you don't matter. So you get to a point where you end up doing things that you may not normally do, but you're not yourself. You know, it kind of turns into a downward spiral. And I just want my kids to be heard. I want their voices to be heard. We have this thing in society that is, kids, you just listen. You don't say nothing back. You just shut up and listen. Me shutting up and listening and not saying back got me raped, got me beat over and over as a child, as a teen, and as an adult. And I had to raise my hand and drop my emotions and shut up and take it. Because no one listened, no one, I don't want to say no one cared, but as a child, you're taught to be quiet, stay in a child's place. I think these kids need to be able to have a voice. I don't think disrespectfully, but they need to be able to voice themselves, and that's the support that they need. They need people to encourage them to use their voice. And if something is going on, to be able to speak up and speak out. When they're hurting on the inside, to be able to speak up and speak out. They need to be able to use their voice as boys. They're taught that if you're a boy, you can't cry. Why can't you show emotion? Why does that make a boy weak? Why does that make a child weak? Why does everybody have to shut up and take it? Why do children and adults today have to pledge allegiance to shut up and take it? So I think adults, us here still getting our healing, as well as the children out there, I think that's the support they need. They need people they can talk to, that they can trust. Because everybody I thought I could trust then was some of the same people that hurt me. So we need people to put action behind their words. That's the biggest support I think is needed. And that's what's gonna change a lot of the children and change them from coming up in here and repeating this cycle, because that needs to be broken. Broken hearts repeat cycles. The only way to get it is to break the cycle and to heal the heart.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. That's amazingly powerful. Ashley, do you want to jump in here as well?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank Danielle for sharing how she feels, because then I get a better understanding of how my kids, I have 3 children, but they never tell me how they feel. And I think that's what I'm looking for. So I don't know, just to understand how they're feeling. I mean, when I was growing up, I never told my mom and dad how I felt. So it's something that I kind of hold inside. I don't want my kids to hold that. Like, I need to know these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they would be here, but I wasn't aware, that they could be on here. So, or they would be here.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I see that my daughter is actually online, Tamisha. Today is actually her birthday.
Oh, so my God.
Happy birthday.
She makes 20 today. So I just want to say happy birthday, baby. I know I've been gone the past 12 years. I've been gone away from you, but I love you.
Oh.
I love you, baby. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And hopefully this is the last year that I'm gone. But I love you, baby. I love you. I hope you enjoy your birthday. And once this is over, We're gonna have plenty more birthdays to celebrate. And I apologize for not being there for the past 12 birthdays.
Oh my God.
My heart has always been there for you, has always been there with you. I love you, baby. Enjoy your birthday.
Tamisha, we if you're willing or interested or able, we can definitely promote you to panelist so you can be up on here as well. So you can DM me if you would like to, and we can put you up so your mom can see your face if you want. Yes, thank you so much, Charlotte, for sharing that, and Ashley. And Sharona, thank you all. I want to also pass to Latasha in case you have some things that you want to add in around supports that would have been helpful for you and your kids, and then we'll go to Danielle.
Okay. One of the supports when I was home before I got incarcerated, everybody looked at me as being the strong one. And when I was down at my weakest point, they still thought I was strong. And I cried out for help. I needed help, but no one knew how to help someone that they thought was strong. So with that being said, now I have no problems after this experience with asking for help. If I need the help, I'm gonna hold my hand out and grab whatever help that will come my way. I am not too I'm at a point where I'm humble and I can get the help. So with all the people out there, all the parents that's listening, all the incarcerated moms, we are not too good for help. If somebody lend a helping hand, that might be your blessing, take it. I needed help. I needed to go somewhere where I was going through the motions of being a mom that just had a baby. And I seriously needed some help because in my 6 weeks, at that point in my time, I did not know how to cope. So with that being said, for all the people that's listening, if you need help, get the help.
Thank you so much. Danielle, we'd love to hear from you. Any thoughts, reflections, supports that would have been helpful to you, or anything you want to say, really. And I just was able to make Tamisha, you're now a panelist, so you can put on your video so your mom could see your face. And go ahead, Danielle.
Hey, what would have helped me probably was if my parent would have had some help. Like I said, he just needed, I don't know what he needed. I still don't. They do a good job of like kind of shielding you from what's really going on. But just taking the time to stop and slow down and get the help that they need. I never really had an issue asking for help. I had an issue trying to do everything on my own because I had learned to be so hyper independent. But when I was kind of at rock bottom almost, that's when I would ask for help, and I had no problem asking for help. I guess what I needed to know was to learn that it's okay to ask for help before you're at your last straw. Like you don't have to wait until you have no other options to ask for help from other individuals. Thank you. And so, other than, sorry, my dog is moving my camera. Other than that, I don't think there's much else anything really anyone could have really done, considering there are a lot of single parents out here in general who need help, just like y'all would have needed help if anyone hadn't gone to prison. I don't know if there's anything specific to having a parent that's incarcerated that would have helped me more so just having the two parents that I needed. It's hard to raise a child with two parents, let alone with one. And it was two of us at the time. So I don't know. I did ask for the help that I needed. Therapy, Black people, I don't mean to say it, but
yes.
Well, Black people are scared of therapy. I don't know why. I'm gonna ask for help. I'm gonna talk to somebody. Okay, hello, my name is, and I'm stressed. I think we run from that a lot, as well as a lot of mental health things. I think we're slowly opening up to the idea, but I think if we were more so focused on our health for ourselves and not like demonizing it or telling other people like, oh, you're weak because you're asking for help for this reason and yada, 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 push until you're on your knees. We don't have to do that anymore. We don't. We've gotten past that. And if you are healthy, then the people around you that you care about are healthy because you have enough in you to help them. So I think just preaching that message would also get us a long way.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Tamisha, if you want to, you can put your video on now. You have the option. So if you would like to do that, you can do that. My last question for everybody is, what is one thing you have done or a program you have participated in that you would recommend to other families impacted by incarceration in order to support the relationship and bonds between mothers and children? If anybody wants to, we'll maybe start with Latasha. If you've participated in any programs or done anything that you think were good programs that you would recommend to others.
They had a Mom and Me camp, which was one of the most beautiful experiences that the prison can give to mothers. And at the time when I could have had that with Danielle as well, my ex-husband felt like she couldn't come to camp at that time because he didn't know the people. But the camp and the people that is doing the camp are some amazing people, I must say. And had I had got that experience with Danielle, probably for all the years from 6 to 12 with her, I believe that our bond is strong, but I believe it would have been even stronger had I had that experience with her. I had got that experience with my son. But I also feel like that with a kid, it shouldn't be an age limit on a camp. It should be at any age. Like I will camp with my daughter and she's 20 now, she'll be 21. I feel like it should be no age. And if they had a camp just with your children, period, to get that bond and to spend that time with them, is amazing. And I think that's something that they should invest in for mothers and children, because the experience, I believe that is God sent.
We'll throw over to Decatur. Any thoughts? Also, Tanisha is having some audio trouble, so I think is leaving and then trying to come back. So just to let you all know. Yeah.
Can we say it? Yeah. We actually do the scouting behind bars here, and a parenting class that, are you guys involved in this? Yeah, I think we all are doing that. It's really great too, because if it wasn't for, those, I probably wouldn't have seen my kids as soon as I did, because there was a denial for my sister to be able to see me on the video visit for whatever reason. So if it weren't for those, I probably wouldn't have seen my kids as soon as I did. So I'm very thankful for the parenting and the scouting behind bars things that we're in.
And for me, a program that I participated in was the reunification bus ride visits. I know Alexis Mansfield, she played a major role in that. That before that visit, my first visit I think was in 2015. Before that visit, I hadn't seen my children's face in 4 or 5 years. It went from the light voices, "Hi, mommy," over the phone to, "Hey, mom," like, oh my God, like that visit did so much, like to be able to touch your child, hug your child, kiss your child, play ball with your child, just everything, to eat with your child, pray with your child, hold their hands. It's just a different atmosphere than just the visiting room. It almost gives you, it's the closest thing that you get to being home with your child. It's plenty of times we sit at the table on the visits and we eat together. When was the last time my child had me at home to sit at the table and eat with them? So those visits are like, they are amazing. And like that helped me to guide my children, that helped me to listen to some of their issues, that helped me to support them when they was going through a lot of different things. I don't know where my children would be or where my mental would be had I not had those visits. Seriously, my son at one point in time he was about to drop out of high school, and those visits, I was able to have a one-on-one with him, something that a 20-minute phone call just can't do. Those phone calls, you're cut off. So it's so much that you can't get in on that phone call that those visits allowed me to get through. And my son graduated, so I'm super proud of him. Just that the reunification ride, that's a big support. And I think it helped a lot of us mothers. It really helped a lot of us mothers. So I thank you all for that as well. I'm so grateful for that. And I know we got COVID going on, but I hope that starts back sooner than later.
Thank you so much. Sharana, do you have anything you want to add as a last thought?
No, thank you.
You're good? Okay. Well, if anybody wants to wrap up, we're at time. Latasha, do you have anything that you want to say before we go? And anybody, and then I'll go back to Decatur, and then Danielle will end with us. So
I just would like to thank you for including me in this process. It was beautiful. It was amazing. The book is amazing. When the little kids was reading it, that's exactly how I felt with my children. When their dad used to bring them to the prison, I did not want them to leave. It was just like almost like a gut wrench to be separated from them. Because at the time when I got locked up, I had just closed my daycare down, and I was so used to being with my children 24/7. So when the book was being read to me, it touched my heart. I understood. I believe that's going to bless a lot of children. It's amazing. The way it was put together was amazing. The artwork was amazing. And I am just blessed to be a part of this, to be able to see my daughter face and participate with her in this. I just want to thank you guys. It touched my heart, and I'm grateful and I'm blessed. Thank you guys.
Oh, okay. First of all, you all are killing me with I'm crying my eyes out here. I just want to, I want to thank you because you're amazing. And we want you home, and we're all working on the outside to make that possible in all the ways that we can. And we really love and appreciate you so much that you took time to be with us today. Charlotte or Ashley, do you all have last things that you want to add before we go?
I just want to say thank you. The book is great. I just hope my kids can see it.
Yeah. We're going to mail them copies. We are mailing them copies. They will see it, and they will also get a note. So we will make sure they know how loved and cherished they are by you. So
thank you.
Absolutely.
I just want to say thank you all as well. This is so beautiful. Even to see mothers, although I'm not at that facility anymore, it's still a mother that we stood together as parents. And this is just wonderful. And the book is amazing. The story actually reminds me of like my process, you know, from Cook County Jail when my son happened to leave the visit and I'm crying and screaming. It's like everything in a book was dead on, you know, from my daughter when she was younger. Mommy, can I get you a birthday cake? Are they gonna make you a cake? And how do you answer so many questions? Then wanting to know like what's going on in your life, and just trying to let them know that you're strong and you love them. And no matter what, we're gonna stand up and we're gonna do what we have to do from our children, even from our prison seats. We're not gonna stop being parents. And thank you to all the mothers. Thank you for everybody here that's involved and brought this together, and every other program that you all bring together to try to help us. I'm very grateful, and I thank you so much. A big thanks to Miss Alexis Mansfield.
Yes.
She goes above and beyond. She goes above and beyond.
We love Alexis. Thank you.
Yes.
I love you all.
Love you too, Alexis.
Danielle, you're going to close us out, and then I'm just going to put the raffle stuff in the chat, and we're going to close out. So Danielle, last words.
I just want to say that you all are loved. I know I'm not y'all daughter, but I could be y'all goddaughter if y'all want. All of y'all are loved. All of y'all are strong. You're beautiful. And whoever do hair in the back, me too, sis. So when you out, let me know, because we can do some faux locks. I could teach you that they do knotless braids now. I don't know if you know how to do them, but I could teach you that. And this has been amazing. As soon as I get off of this call, I gotta think about some things, because I'm honestly not even sure if, like Tito, I'm honestly not even sure if like some of the things that you all were talking about that I missed, like how that affects me. Sorry.
The dog wants to get in on the.
He really does. He ain't did nothing all the time. Okay, but yes, thank you. And Alexis, thank you for reaching out, for letting me be part of this. I had no idea that this was such a big issue and that other people were like going through the things that I did. I mean, of course you would think so, but hearing it is different. And knowing that there are other people out here that go through the same things that you do and feel alone, even in a crowd of people, just because they don't know what's going on. I appreciate the experience. That's it. I'm just grateful. So.
Thank you all so much. We are happy that you joined us. I put in the chat many different links. You can sign your kids up for Queenie's Crew. And you can also sign up for the raffle, and we will announce the folks there. Thank you to everybody. Thanks to Simone for keeping us together. I made a small playlist, a Mother's Day playlist, and I'm putting it's a Spotify list in the chat. I don't know how I can get that to the folks on the inside, but hopefully we'll try to get you some of that music as well. And just great thanks to every single person for joining us today, especially to the moms. We love you. We are thinking of you. We appreciate you. And we are continuing to fight on the outside so that you can see your children sooner. So thank you all for joining us. We will be in touch with an email that includes some of these resources that we put into the chat. So everybody who signed up will get an email with the information. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you all.
Happy birthday.